All hail Biafra. This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment.
USB redeclared. Why? Why are you now helping those that never want it to happen? By telling us to return to where we were coming from after every mechanism has been put in place by Mazepa. Actually, there is something that I will play to you because I watched in a platform. People talk too much. By so doing, I watched the woman saying that after all, that the office Mazepa created, or the group he created, now the group for Briggy. And I remembered that I have worked with that very program here. Post redeclaration, that was the exact word of I think Mazepa or Dr. Ngozi Arabeze. I'm going to play it for you to see that in Briggy, he set up some department that will be functioning in USB. Hear this. On the autopilot, Kano, where Gaboku Briggy, where went a Briggy. While in autopilot, Kagaroku Briggy. Briggy, Biafra Republic government in exile. So while in autopilot, they can do ndị na-agba Mazepa mgbasi wee kpọọ ya ebe a ka ọ nọ nweta Briggy. Nọrọzie na Briggy position or nweta USB. Amamilagota now. So we are now in USB. Nke nwa na-agba the USB mgba. Hear this. It is not about Ngozi. Amamilagota now. It is not about her, but it is about that USB in Abamba. And I have said it here countless times. The only thing in where he came mumwe kwete as onye brain na arụ bụ na the way Dr. Ngozi Arabeze si handle or some of her strategies like that one the okwere m nghọta mana ịpụtazi na akpọ that USB redeclared nke ndị Fulani. That is where I have problem. That is just it. You can disagree, which is normal. You can disagree with some patterns and into Dr. Ngozi Arabeze's here. It is normal you disagree. And that is normal. But for you to say, na USB are declared by her along Kende Fulani, that is just it. It is normal for you to disagree. And in the Kurogu say that we disagree to agree. So no matter how you look at it, open a brain again, if of a truth, say something not they work you. If something not they work you, a man lecture redeclared USB. Say I know Nkende Fulani. When are you going to redeclare Nkende Bai? Or tomorrow, Mazepa Putakwa. Igwa Mazepa that was redeclared by Dr. Ngozi Arabeze along Nkende Fulani. Keje kwa ke redeclare also. Amaram kaje si yeti okwu na got here. He will the right, he disagree with Dr. Ngozi Arabeze and her patterns. And the two, it is normally disagree with Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, but saying that na Dr. Ngozi Arabeze manya ife me Mazepa, that is your own opinion. And the open omegide tomorrow, you have to go and prove it. So it is normal for you to disagree. But let us hear the lion tongue, that serpentine spirit that possessed that lying tongue woman. Let us hear. I don't want to play where she said. It is not about in on a social media for 3 hours, 4 hours. Spend all your time there. Are you making impact? That is the most important thing. Or are you creating chaos? Are you causing problem? Instead of you to be there 4 hours, cause problem only you need to know why. It is better you go there for 30 minutes and leave. Record of your time where they are very fair. Instead of spending all the whole day, omezegi ikuchakwa ikugaria egasi iri gazu from their service ikuzie na ihe wane na eme na no. Can you imagine na the woman said USB declared the terrorists? Aka na-ekwu na southeastern governors then declared IPOB terrorist organization. A supposed IPOB member, a supposed a cabinet member, not this formal of yesterday, cabinet member Kemba. Digidia, where is the spell yesterday? But somebody put an insider put an USB declared with terrorists. And you see them talking about men on ground. Men on ground had the under who? Hey, these people have done more harm than good, though. But there is thank God I'm not an insider, I'm not a member, I'm an independent broadcaster. From the media. And if you are supporting us here, like this gadget we want to purchase, know it that you are supporting the truth. You must have it in your mind. You are supporting the truth, the gospel of redemption. You are not supporting because of Okereke. You are not supporting because of Okrafo. Because not when I see truth and they say it now, you get it twisted. Oh, you have been bought over. Just like some people that do comment, oh, you have been crying about a gadget. So if you again care about your gadget, you will begin to talk, insult our DPM. We are saying the truth. So know it now. But let us hear, and if we give somebody direction or advice, it does not mean that we hate the person. It does not mean that we are insulting the person. Because on the mentality that you advise somebody or you said some things when toward it does not mean that you are fighting the person. Some people are there. Let us listen to this. The woman said, Nandebanye with terrorists, USB. So she have helped those that declared the IPOB terrorist organization and they re-echoed it again. You gotta go. And the Ogwala is saying that this group created to function in Brig, not in USB. Come and listen to it by yourself again. Hear them.
Thank you so much, Brian. Thank you so much. And thank you to the currency department. On that note, we go to the next agenda we have for the meeting today. We have the announcement of...
Sorry, this meeting now is in Brigi. Like I said, Autopilot gave birth to Brigi. Brigi gave birth to USB. Continue to listen.
The Committee for Brigi Structure, Peri and Post Declaration.
Brigi Structure, Post Redeclaration. Let me take it back.
Thank you so much, Brian. Thank you so much. And thank you to the currency department. On that note, we go to the next agenda we have for the meeting today. We have the announcement of the Committee for Brigi Structure, Peri and Post Declaration by our Prime Minister. Here.
All right, thank you very much, the COS. Today, as we get closer to the declaration of the restoration of independence state of Biafra, we are making sure that we are hitting the ground running, putting every mechanism in place.
Putting every mechanism in place. That mechanism he is putting in place is to function in Brigi and is to function in USB.
Today,
Listen.
we have the announcement of the Committee for Brigi Structure, Peri and Post Declaration by our Prime Minister. Here.
All right, thank you very much, the COS. Today, as we get closer to the declaration of the restoration of independence state of Biafra, we are making sure that we are hitting the ground running, putting every mechanism in place. And of course, as that is happening, we put a necessary structure that is not yet in place.
In Brigi, he put the necessary structure that will function in USB that is not yet in place. So he prepared. Or to some of you, I cannot confuse. That was why I brought this video. Listen.
The declaration of Biafra in Finland will spark international discussion.
The redeclaration will spark international discussion. This international discussion, they now tell you to go back to USB, to Brig. Listen.
The international discussion is going to spark is the one that will shake the entire world. So,
the international discussion, it will spark about the one that will shake entire world. Now, the man taking pictures everywhere. Only him and the cameraman that is taking picture with him. Bondeneje visit. Now, country with over 80 million people. Only him and his cameraman. And we heard that he is a panebita, or he was a panebita, until he was called to be a freedom fighter. And more motor pass. I'm a businessman. Motor pass. You got to go now. There is something about spare part dealers or panebitas. Panebitas. Eba yana baba, a panebita can enter there. That is because he is a panebita. I want to tell you something about spare part and panebiting work. Eba yana baba. Oh, yeah, I think surprised in a panebita barrier. Do you know why? That a panebita must have repaired the car of some prominent people. No, maka no repair car no, but I'm just telling you that leg panebita went. So when you can do friend, oh, look at this, look at that panebita that panebited your car that last time. In Kede over there. Maybe let's say, look at that panebita in Houston. That panebited your car. Oh, is this him? He did a very good job in that with that my car. Oh, Ekwenaka, a picture. You gotta go. Oh, look at that panebita in Lagos Island. You gotta go. He did a wonderful job. His name is Farouk Ekwenaka. Ana gwagene aka ene ekwebo nke Biafra. Anya na-ekwuzi si ezi anya akwụkwọ ebe esi nwere ọdụ na-discuss eweta nwe how many people ka isogoro were je, that is how many people sogoro gị wee baa na the office, at least they present nwanne anyị ife gbasara anyị mba, but the only thing anyị na-afụ mmụnwa asị onye motor pass dealer and equally a panebita. I know that a panebita can enter a good panebita na panebiti na arụ Obi Kubana moto now. Emegide nwe Obi Kubana nwe function. Kwa function ka na akpa Obi Kubana nwe ife ọ na-eme now. O je ezi nwe panebita. That panebita do ebe a, you will be surprised the way Obi Kubana is recognize ya. Oh, you. Mane amangba ya na video. Oh, you. Ekwenaka agbayiri ya n'ọkụ. Panebita is checking. A man ihe kpojeri ebe a bụ no repair na moto. I don't know if you are getting value here. A man ihe kpojeri ebe a bụ no repair na moto House of Assembly member. No repair na moto Obi Kubana. no repair ala moto congressmen and women. Oluku ifilo ole elejeba makabia. Ifilo la lagadi makabia. Tinke oretiege. Always him and the cameraman. Among 80 million people. As though you have a finance minister. You have APM. No, you have treasurer. That is Ifenine. You have Ifenine. Ebe 80 million people. Up till now. Some people have never seen anything wrong with it. At least, CRC, where are you? Gbanea when you are Negasi and Dozoro. CRC. The only thing they use Rono, Remo Gambo, EU Zono. Biafra APM. Where are you people today? What are you people saying now? Nothing. Don't allow yourself to be used to form a cabal or belong to a cabal unknowingly. Continue to listen.
Odechi has been activated.
Odechi has been activated. Okay, now, this Odechi that he activated before when so who is now operating with this Odechi? The people operating with this very Odechi that he activated, but those that is still in USB. You may say, oh, they are operating Odechi, nothing is happening on ground, nothing, but you contributed to the reason why it looks or it seems as if nothing is happening on the ground or on the ground. Because today, with Okreke, tomorrow, with Okrafo, Omezie Obinde Kwesiri with Ego are divided. This Odechi that has been activated, it's what you want us to abandon. For the Odechi to become useless. And you made the Odechi abandon. Return to Brigi, where we were coming from. Then after, we have to go and activate another Odechi. Junior, my brain. Let's continue to listen.
So we can stand shaking. I am telling you the fact. Odechi has been activated.
Odechi has been activated. He is telling you the fact. Why can't you help this Odechi that was activated? Make a on Odechi and Aroro. You want to abandon the Odechi, both spiritual and the physical Odechi. You abandon it, or you have abandoned it to return to Brigi. Go and tell him, if actually he told you that you should return to Brigi, tell him that that they are not returning, that they are holding the Odechi that he activated for him to come out. Yeah? I don't know if you are getting value. Continue to listen.
Because the discussion, like the police told me.
Try and type if you are getting value. I am getting value. We are preaching the gospel of redemption. Like keep as well. We will preach with anointing. I'm telling you the gospel truth. If you had never supported us, support us. We will travel to the mountain and call upon God of heaven. It is a promise that I made. Continue to listen.
Yeah. Simon, do you know that this is going to spark a very big international discussion? I say that's it.
The police told him, Simon, do you know that this declaration is going to spark international discussion? He said that is what he is looking for. What do you have today? Instead of operating internationally, what the declaration spark. You quickly rush in there and begin to discuss. That is, you are afraid. You are going back instead of going front. Discuss. You are a lily-livered human. That is the problem some of you that is claiming to be freedom fighter have. Any of your leader, you abandon the freedom. Kuboku, the freedom of your leader. It happened if not for Mazeba that decide to move forward. Maybe that was why heaven revealed him to me that he has something to offer. All of them scatter. Problem everywhere. It happened. And some of you have allowed that the same spirit to enter you now. It is happening. The group divided. Fana walk on the ground. Up to date, show us one thing they have achieved from underground. Nothing. And the Mazeba do what? Move ahead. Telling them that he is not going to listen to any order from Mazin Nandekano, from DSS, or from Bongo, that any order, Finland, before he listened to any order. He moved. That was why you are where you are today. You are where you are today. But what do you have now? You are telling the people to return back. The same strategy of the DOS. Return to Briggy. If you return to Briggy, the only fight you'll be fighting now is release our leader. Release our leader. No more going ahead. If for why you are not fit to lead. If for why you are not fit to lead. Thank God we have na Finland. But let me not go there. I will be coming to that area very soon. But this is the problem they have. Ejide ha ala onye isi ndị ọzọ azọba ego, zọba position, zọba post, rapụzie okwu nwere onwe. Ọ bụ ntụ akụ na esi ya nweta nwere onwe. Ejide Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. That group that told you that Maazị Ekpa be a criminal, that Maazị Ekpa have nothing to offer, that they are the original structure, that you should donate money to them. Up to date, kemgbe esi wejide Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, show me one progress they have made. They are holding ground. That was why they are defending the structure. Waiting for Maazị Nnamdi Kanu to come out and continue. They can't lead. But the man who can lead, they don't want the man to lead. But Maazị Ekpa then, they don't want him to lead. Maazị Ekpa will will create a Biafra government in exile. Okay, now, declaration. Ejide Maazị Ekpa. Some of you are poor, Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, the woman which declare Biafra. Onapataziena said that Maazị Ekpa said that we should return back. Returning back is meaning return back and begin to wait for him until he come out. Ubuntu akonu jesi nyanya freedom. Na like that, una one take save us? Huh? Freedom 5 stars. Oh, we are saving you. Now like that, you want to save the indigenous population? You need to go front. You don't want to lead to go front. You want to lead to stay back. Wait for Maazị Ekpa to come out. But a woman who want to lead to go front, you don't want her to lead. You don't want to encourage in the buying the woman because you are causing chaos, dividing the mind of Ndebanye. If for the problem there, so like DOS, like you, return to Briggy. The same structure the DOS returned to that made them to go underground. And it is still underground up to date. Because from that time, they have never made any progress. In fact, now can Biafra today, it is because of Maazị Ekpa. That is the honest truth. So, could he be in Maazị Ekpa listening to them? And they fall to their DOS activities by today. Will you talk about Biafra? The answer is no. So, to you, telling people to return back instead of going front, Junior Omogi, are you no man? So, we are here when that happened. Don't talk. Listen.
Exactly what I'm looking for. If it didn't happen, it means we didn't do it right.
If the international discussion never happened, that means it is not right. They did not do it right. Before you homeland, it is good. But if the international discussion never happened, we did not do it right. Then what do you have? You have these people going to meet some people in America with the name Briggy. You have USB going to meet people with the name USB. The same thing that happened to Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Some people going with IPOB. Maazị Ekpa going as an autopilot before. If the international discussion now they are bad in Qatar, they don't get it, he did not get it right. But today, the international discussion, you are helping them to make sure that nobody talk about it by eating a speech everywhere. They deceive in the buying. Listen.
They went ahead to ask me, do you know that the president is going to make? I said, that is what I'm looking for.
Do you know that the president is going to make a speech? He said that that is what he is looking for. He wants the president to speak. He wants international discussion. And that was why he fixed the redeclaration to trigger it. That redeclaration to generate every document he needs for recognition. What do you have? Return to Brig. Listen.
Anyway.
Sorry, before you go and cut the video, what do you have today? Return to Brig. That is what they are telling you. Listen.
Let us continue. So, on this note, I will be announcing a committee for the structure of the Biafra government after declaration.